Hello, everybody. Happy Canada Day here at Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here to discuss episode 27 of Love Island UK Season 11. And with me to do so is Miss T-Joy. How you doing today, Miss T-Joy?
I'm well. It's Canada Day. Happy Canada
Well,
Day.
thank you. I mean, it's just like any other day, except a lot of red and white, and there will be fireworks.
Ooh, okay. So it's like our 4th of July.
Exactly.
Okay, which we have on Thursday. So it's really close. Okay.
I know, and it's my dad's birthday on Wednesday. We were almost going to go to Vegas to celebrate his birthday, but it didn't end up working out. But I have been to Vegas before for 4th of July and his birthday, and they are really patriotic. I was shocked, actually, because in Canada, it's very different than Americans, where like Americans are like, I'm American. And so
Yes.
the fireworks at this, we went to this huge park, and the fireworks were like red, white, blue, and then it was like a U and an S and an A, and people with their hands over their heart, and they're
stars and
crying and
stripes and
oh my god.
flags. And, we do it. Oh, we
Little
do
kids
it.
crying. It's like I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we do it. If it's going to be done, we're going to do it right, Chad.
And this is just like, I mean, it's a huge park. It had like 100,000 people there. Like it was a huge park. And I think there was like a concert and stuff like that there. But the just how patriotic there was. I was just thinking like, we're just going to go to a park for some fireworks. And it was literally a display.
Girl,
So.
I am patriotic and on the 4th, and I'm pro-black on Juneteenth, and I'm gonna be patriotic watching the Olympics, and then I'm gonna go back to just being regular. But during the Olympics, it's like, oh my gosh, I love the USA. Like we have to win everything.
I know. So my sister, one of my younger sisters, they both were swimmers, but one that was swimming a little bit more competitively. My dad, because my dad's parents were born in Antigua, and so he was like, you should just swim for the Antigua team because you easily would be able to get on the US Antigua team. And she's like, I am not swimming for any other team than USA. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like you're 15 and you have the opportunity to swim for the Olympics and you won't swim for anything but USA. I was like, okay. We're different. But she grew up there, obviously, so she has different patriotic sense than us Canadians over here. Hello, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
And Rachel.
Hi,
Hello,
Rachel.
ladies. Okay, so let's just get into this episode because I don't remember a lot going on. But I have a lot to say near to the end of the episode. Yeah. Okay, so we see that Joey tells Jesse that Ronnie and Harriet were his best mates. We're just right after Ronnie and Harriet left the villa. And I have to say, I think that the producers made a mistake with this dumping.
Really?
You think that it's better that Jess stayed with Trey?
No, I don't think it's best that Jess stay. I'm ready for Jess to be off my screen.
I'm not anti-Grace, but like Grace and Connor even.
I never even hear Connor say anything.
I don't know what his voice sounds like. So I'm just saying that, like, at least there was something
keeping
going on.
Grace keeps up with the Joey show because they're trying to make it the Joey show. So they wanted to keep her just for more drama on the Joey show. And
hi, Tanita.
Jess could have left. Jess really could have left. Hi, Tanita.
Glad to catch up a little of y'all's recap while on my lunch break. Yes, exactly. Let's swap Jess for Harriet, please.
I do agree.
Like, why were they safe? Like, we should have been able to, it should have been like the bottom 3 real couples, including these bombshells, and then they choose which guy and the girl they want to dump. That just would have been fine. Right? Oh, but they might, no, I think they would have kept.
They would have got rid of Harriet. They would have got rid of her.
No, oh yeah, I guess it would have been like Nicole and Uma. They all love Jess. I'm just not a fan of her at all. And
Me neither.
this episode just even presses that further for me. Well, we know that Joey, that Ronnie and Harriet was Joey's best friends in the
Yes.
villa, just because they were always talking. He was always giving Harriet advice, even when they were leaving, like the lot of long hugs and stuff like that. So I don't feel bad for Joey, but I can understand like his experience is definitely drastically going to shift.
Good. I don't want him comfortable.
He's not comfortable. He's probably going to cause more madness, right?
I don't know.
We see Will and Uma together and with Sean, and they are actually shocked that Grace and Connor stayed. And they found that Ronnie and Harriet were the biggest characters in the villa, which it seems kind of true. It's a little bit flat now, I find.
Yes. Yes.
Not that I love my God, these names. The Harriet and Ronnie comp. Like, I don't know if I love that triangle with Jess and all that, but
right.
I liked Harriet and I liked to dislike Ronnie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Jess tells Trey that that she offered Harriet an olive branch when she said like, yeah, to go upstairs and grab anything that she wanted for me to pack, and she didn't say anything to me, so I paid her no mind, and I was like, you're such a bitch. Like, you hate
he's
Harriet.
Like, let bygones be bygones. He's like trying to tell her like, let it go. Like, they're gone. Like, why are you still talking about it?
But like, would you be, if you were Harriet, would you allow Jess to offer to go grab your stuff to help you pack, or would you give her the middle finger?
No, because I don't trust her, and she would sabotage, and she would take 2 of my dresses
Exactly.
out and keep them for herself, and then send half my clothes home. And I'm thinking I got everything, and she still got 2 of my dresses or my jewelry, or because I don't trust her. Like, she would just do it to sabotage me. I don't want anything from you. You ain't give me nothing while I was here, and I don't want nothing for you on my way out the door. No.
So Grace joins their conversation, and Jess gives some bad advice to Grace, being like, you need to talk to Joey, and you shouldn't hold back, and you should let him know how you feel. And I'm just like, you should ice him out completely. He needs to be ice cold, like no words, no looks, like no energy whatsoever is how you have to deal with Joey.
That's the Aquarius in you. But I agree. I totally agree. Aquarius will ice you out. And I mean, they will act like they have never seen you a day in their lives. Could have been in love with you for 6 years. One of my closest friends is an Aquarius. And I'll be like, oh, there's so-and-so. She will act like she don't even know who he is. And I'll be like, she like, who is that? And then I'll just be like, oh, okay. And then later on, like, so you really gonna act like you don't remember him, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, oh okay, I know who you're talking about. I forgot all about him. And she really probably has, because she does it. Like, it's as soon as she's done, it's like a disconnect, and she can just be really cold. And so that's the Aquarius in you. It's like cut off. But I'm not cold-hearted like that, but I don't believe in closure. I tell my clients all the time, I tell my friends, closure is a scam. You give yourself closure. You don't have to speak to somebody one more time. Let me talk to them one more time so I can say this or hear how they're saying or see what no, you resolve it in yourself. You give yourself closure and move on. So I believe closure is a scam. So I would have iced him out as well. But I know you and your kind.
Well, if you think about it, so Leo is a fire sign, and how do you put out a fire? You starve it of oxygen. You don't give it air, right? So you just have to just like block it off from any energy source. So if you want to kill a fire, kill a Joey, you gotta just suck the air right out of it, and that's by not giving him any word, no breath, no energy, no nothing.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kay. So he says it could be a bit cold.
You can. Yes, you can.
Amy says some cancers, once we go cold, that's it. We'll act like you're dead and we don't talk to death people. Yes. M says my rising is Aquarius, and wow, that makes so much sense.
Uh-huh.
Cancers will think they're being icy, but it's more lukewarm. Oh,
They just go back into their shell. That's their way of just going back into their shell,
it's
the
like
Cancers. But Aquarius, they were born in a cold month, and baby, they are cold. Like,
they can handle the cold.
yes.
Frigid. Yeah, Cancers is warm weather, so they don't. It's just, yeah, lukewarm. Well, yeah, and it's more, and I think from my experience, I could be wrong, but with Cancers, it's more emotional. With
Mhm.
like it's more like a like moody
Yeah,
like way of dealing with it, and with Aquarius, it's actually just like cut off.
it's no emotions whatsoever. It's like a blank stare. Like, like you're like, are you there? Like, do you remember? Like,
And Danita enjoys your advice, so Miss She Joy.
oh, thank you, Danita.
Hey, Daystream, yes, because I'm working for my friend's restaurant today because it's Canada Day, so I won't be able to do like a double today after the episode, so I'll do a double tomorrow after the episode. KB says, absolutely not. I'm a Cancer and I've consistently iced out people. You might have some Aquarius in your chart.
Yeah, you might.
I'm a July Cancer, so we might maybe a different breed. When's your birthday? My dad's the 3rd and my mom's the 9th.
Oh, really? So there were two Cancers together.
Yes.
Ugh.
And then my stepmom, who's been in my life my whole life, basically, is a Capricorn. So they're opposites.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Interesting. So yeah, bad advice that Jess is getting, or Grace is getting from Jess. And I'm just like, please, Grace, don't listen to Jess. Don't talk to this man ever again. Please. I'm just begging you, Grace. You're way too pretty to do anything near groveling with Joey.
I know.
Oh, anything near. Oh, July. Oh, yeah, my dad's birthday and my daughter's July 4th. Ah, Independence Day. So do you tell her that all the
Right
fireworks
after
are
each
for her?
other. That's so cool. Happy early birthday. Wednesday and Thursday. Happy early birthday, Kay. And Kay's daughter.
Wow.
And
These
are y'all
July
having I know y'all having a cookout. Where you live at? Because I know y'all having a cookout or something.
Very fair. I know all June Cancers. They're hot and cold. Cancers can be moody. They can be. Nicole and Kieran. Okay, just an eye roll of a couple. Can't stand them. And Kieran's like, was it too early to say, the I love you? Like, I just like their story is so whack.
But it's so dry. Do you believe it? Do you believe they're in love? Do you believe it?
No, I believe that he thinks that he needs to say this to make her feel more secure.
Right.
And it's going to make her feel even less secure because like temptation, and he's young and he's 21 and 121 bodies and the sleeping with older women, and he hasn't had, like, they haven't slept together yet, and maybe they're going to sleep together. Like, she's just going to spiral. And so Kieran was saying, like, do you think it was too soon to say I love you since we had that argument? And I'm like, yeah, because it looks like the I love you was just like a Band-Aid for all the things that you didn't want to have to discuss with Nicole, Mr. Kieran. Wait, KV says, I believe that they're in love.
No, she says, I believe they believe.
Oh, I missed the first day. I believe they believe they're in love. I don't think that they're in love. I think that they both know. Well, do they believe that they're in love? If they have to ask about it though so much, like that wouldn't that mean that they have doubts?
No, because Nicole asks about everything. She needs reassurance about everything. So her asking about it doesn't mean anything because she gonna ask. She gonna keep asking. Oh, when did you know? Are you sure you know? Like, when were you gonna tell me? You didn't want to tell me in the bed. Where did you want to tell? It was fine. You know, she's just gonna keep on. She's just gonna keep on. Like, she is annoying.
Kieran can do math. He knows that Casa is coming. Yes, Casa is coming. It doesn't know the word. Oh, I was like, so Nicole says like, oh, he has some really content right now, and Kieran doesn't know the word content. Come
Girl,
on.
do you know I'm no longer in love. You don't know what content means. If I was in love, I would now not be in love. That
Wait,
is awful. That is awful. I
what was
think
the
I
word that
learned the
Joey
word
didn't
content.
know?
You gotta learn the word content in like 5th grade, don't you? I don't know, but like
Well,
seventh
like, because like
maybe.
you learn the word content when you're learning about what are they called? Homonyms, right? Or no, homophones, words that sound that are spelled the same but mean different things. Is that a
Right.
homophone? Anyways, there's one of those things that you learn in middle school. You know what I mean? Where you learn like that the word like they
Yeah. Okay. So like 6th or 7th grade, right? But like,
maybe even earlier, maybe fifth. Maybe you're right with fifth.
okay, okay. I don't know. I don't like that. That made me. You know how I feel about stuff like that. I just was like, mm-mm.
Haley says the ick of all icks is when they don't know the most
Yes,
basic words. I
it
know.
gives me
Okay,
the
I
ick
was
too.
I was kind of dating this guy, and I, I didn't want to judge, but he spelled therapeutic, like therapeutic, on a post. So it was something that was living forever. Like it wasn't just like a text to me. It was like a Facebook like post of some sort. So it could have been spell checked. And it just bothered me so much that he spelled it like therapeutic. And it was just it looked so wrong and it just looked so dumb that I did get the ick. So I
I
get it.
don't like it. I correct guys like when they're sending me texts and stuff, and I know it's a some people don't like that, but I mean, do spell check or just figure out what you're doing.
Even with my best friend who knows that I'm smart and I can spell, if I use the wrong there by accident or I make a spelling mistake that's not like I don't even use like you. I'll spell out YOU, but
Me
like
too.
it's not like a spell like a just like a simple spelling mistake that you could tell. Like I will correct it for my best friend who's not going to judge
Me
me on my
too. Me
spelling.
too. I did a little asterisk. Remember when I was sending the thing and I was typing fast and watch didn't come out right, and you even answered back. You knew what I meant, but I corrected the word watch. I have to make corrections. Like I don't like that. Ugh.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, like Liz not knowing nomad that gave me the ick. I said that
I
on my group
know.
chat.
I said that too. She was like, "What does that mean?" He was like, "Nomad, you don't."
Nomad is maybe a little bit harder of a word, I'd say, than that might be a high school word than content. What was the word that Joey didn't know that was also very simple?
Mm.
It was like it was a word like attraction, but I'm drawn to you. Like I'm. What was Joey's word?
Allure? Was it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Kate says I could forgive you make spelling mistake if you correct yourself. Yes, absolutely. But
Absolutely.
like these people don't know that they're making a mistake. They
Hmm.
don't know the word.
Right.
They don't know the word. Yeah, especially if it's a pattern, they don't have a grasp of basic vocabulary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, I'm starting to blame the education system because they're letting them get away with stuff. They're not giving them zeros. They don't make them write in cursive. They don't make them take SATs to get in certain colleges anymore. Like you're just dumbing down people and they don't know basic words.
KB says YouTube has been frustrated because predictive tests has literally effed up my grammar plenty of times.
Yes.
Yes. And that's the thing is I do a lot of handwriting still. I don't really use like Notes app or, get on Google whatever documents. Like my notes are still on paper. I still use handwriting. So I still
Hmm.
have to remember how to spell words.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And like, yeah, I just would be so embarrassed if I went on like the challenge and they have a spelling bee or something and I can't spell a basic word because I'm
Absolutely. And then TJ doesn't see all you see is him like and you dropping down. I would never be able to forgive myself. A basic word? No. Absolutely not. No.
thanks, Miss Brown Sugar. So it's homographs then. Got it. So written the same but different meanings and or pronunciations. Yes. Anyways, you learned
Thank you, Miss
those
Brown
in
Sugar.
middle school before grade 8.
Oh yes, Haley, spell mission. When they didn't know how to spell mission.
No, they got mission correct. But then the next person had to spell Rikovich or Rikovich.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I was like, these are not the same. Like, why are you doing that?
None of them can spell at all.
Oh.
So Grace does break down a little bit with Jess and Matilda about the Joey situation. I'm like, do not let this man see you cry, Grace. You're too pretty to be crying over this loser, Joey Essex.
Absolutely.
He's a loser.
Absolutely.
He's a loser. I mean, I guess I really, I love intelligence. Right. I love smart people. And that is something that you could, if you're smart, that means you're also going to be funny because you're going to find a humor in something that's really intelligent, usually. You know what I mean? And so is Joey funny?
No.
Because he's stupid.
Not to me.
He's not to me. So Grace, don't be crying over a not funny, not smart, not good looking, not tall, not black man. Now, I think, so I agree. I don't know which YouTuber said this. I don't know if it was a YouTuber or somebody in their comments that said that she thinks, I think it was Fred Stones, that that Joey not necessarily got the ick, but is punishing Grace because she likes black men and he can't compete with black men and like their swag and their package size potentially.
He definitely cannot.
And so I think the fact that her heart rate got raised for IO and not him in his Burger King outfit, please. I think that it made him feel a type of way. And he's like kind of punishing her now for it.
I can see that because he's petty that way.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Kay says smart people are often witty and tend to drop the best zingers when you least expect it. Absolutely. Yes, you're like, so funny. That's so smart.
Yes.
It's intelligent humor is like my favorite. Joey was over her the second he heard that Grace's heart went up for IO. That was the third and final strike for him.
Yes.
Yep. And she's too quick to give her like to clap back or tell him to pipe down or simmer down. Like exactly. He doesn't like that she has a mind of her own at all.
Exactly. Because Sam kind of did whatever he said.
And he still dropped her. So then Joey comes over and joins, and then the other two, Jess and Matilda, they decide to leave, and they just basically talk. And Grace is basically like, you know what? Your words do not match your actions, and I'm not here for it.
And that's manipulation. When your words and actions don't match, it's manipulation.
And then he's saying some bullshit like, oh, you deserve to find happiness. You really do.
Yes. No, he said they both do.
Oh, we both do. We both do. Yeah.
Don't think he left himself out. Okay. He said we both do.
This has made me dislike the man. He's so annoying. And then Grace and him, but
you've been disliking him ever since you had them do a bit of mushroom things. And and so he had a deep dark evil soul. You've been disliking him.
Well, now I just see the evil. Not evil, but like I just see the unkind spirit or the willing to do anything for fame or for, you know what I mean? I just don't, he doesn't operate, it seems, from kindness. He operates from greed and a little more like unappealing baselines. So.
Absolutely.
Because, like, if he was looking for everybody to be happy and in love, and he wouldn't be treating people this way. And so the gains that he's getting
is another one of his reality shows. Like, this is, because I'm sure they paid him to come on. So he's like, this is another one of my reality shows. I'm the star. Like, that's it. Like, you either fall in line or you can get out.
I was happy that she put him in his place here. And at the end, she's like, and he goes back to her, and I was like, don't go mimicking her. Get out of here, Joey. I'm happy though that she didn't say like, she didn't throw that back in again. You know what I mean? Right. She just basically was like calling him out on that, the fact that he wasn't, he he was acting like she was the most amazing thing, and they had this most amazing relationship, and they're so happy that they get the chance to rekindle it, and then drops her like a sack of potatoes. Like, that doesn't align, babe. That doesn't align.
Absolutely.
Ms. Brown Sugar says, Joey's celebrity is lost to me. I get that he's been on TV and in the zeitgeist for years, but he's not remarkable otherwise in any way. Well, I think it's because Towie was so, like, I think it's still on air, and it's just such an epic show. I remember watching Towie in the very beginning, and it was just like this teeny little show. It wasn't a big hit at all, and then it got humongous. And so he's just a really big celebrity in such a small scale, you know what I mean? Like, in a small world. And so he thinks that he's like Brad Pitt when really he's not, you know, at all. Danita doesn't see the hype. I don't see the hype. Yes, no, but he is appealing to a specific type of crowd. The people that a fangirl over The Only Way Is Essex, right? KB says Joey gives old school Viper reality TV show energy. Yeah, I don't, but not in a good way. I don't know. But you're right, though. Okay, so Joey tells the guys, I think, is it done with you and Grace? He's like, yeah, pretty much. He didn't even seem like he cares. He's so annoying.
He doesn't.
They're all getting ready for bed, and Grace is just telling all the girlies that she's excited to meet somebody new, and she is ready. And I want her to meet someone new. I want her to meet someone really hot, like an Io type hotness to Casa Amor to bring back. That's what I wanted for Grace.
Yes.
And in the morning, though, we learned that Jess isn't really sure how she's feeling about Trey. She does say to her,
anybody. It's just she ought to be glad somebody like her and fixing breakfast for her. I promise you, she is just so annoying.
Absolutely. He makes her breakfast and they sit and they talk and about her being a little more guarded and a little more closed off. And he says that he is quiet and reserved. And she said that she's loud and she's kind of in your face, and like they're just so different. And so she's intrigued by getting to know him. And I'm like, she does not like this man at all.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, I thought he was a bit of her. Isn't that what she said?
That's what she said.
Ms. Brown Sugar says, I mean, yeah, I guess to PK. And the producers don't want him gone. That's obvious. I know. The producers paid probably big money for him to be there. And you know what? I'm sure that their views are up because the people that are Joey Essex fans are watching for Joey Essex.
Right.
That's just how it is. So Jess is talking to Jessie about the fact that Joey may end up doing the same thing to her that he's done now to Grace and he's done to Samantha. And Jessie, sees this.
Right.
So she could see that happening, but she's still going to give it a chance, it seems.
What choice does she have? She want to be there.
Yeah, she's no choice. She's no choice. Mimi and Io talk about Nicole and Kieran being the strongest couple and that they're pretty strong too. How can a 21-year-old be in the strongest couple? It just does not make sense to me.
Because he dropped the L word and they've been coupled up since day 3. And everybody else is like interchanging, wishy-washy. That's why they're going off of just length and the fact that longevity and the fact that he dropped the L words. They're like, that's the strongest couple, and they've never been in the bottom, so they feel like
they're being shipped by the UK public, and they're also staying in there. They're not getting their heads turned.
Yeah.
So Jess is talking to Grace about Trey, and she's like, I don't know what it is. I don't want to be with him 24/7. And Grace is like, are you getting the ick?
She's like, I know you. This is familiar. You're getting the ick.
It's pretty telltale that you're getting to the ick when you just don't want to be around someone. You don't want them to touch you. You don't want to kiss them. That's full on ick.
Remember when Leah was telling Connor, I get hot.
Exactly. ick, full on ick. And one thing, I don't know if it was here or the other conversation that Jess had, but she was like, yeah, like he's just so different to me. Like he's like a little more deep and a little bit more like thinks about things. And I want someone with a little bit more banter and a little bit more. And I'm like, so you want somebody that's an F boy that doesn't really have anything to
She wanted
offer.
Ronnie. She wanted Ronnie. That's what she wants. She want Ronnie. Mm-hmm.
Haley's conspiracy about Nicole is that she really just wants to win the show. I think she wants a boyfriend, though.
I agree with that.
The UK public is not going to let her win the show, right?
Nicole and that boy, yeah, they're gonna let them win. If he don't, now this depends on Casa. If they were to keep,
he's going to mess up their Casa for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, if they both don't turn their heads and they say together, yeah,
no, he's going to turn his head. I have been saying they're going to have the Millie and Leah arc. You know what I mean? It's like, because then that means he'll mess up at Casa with the other boys encouraging him to do it. And then he's going to come back and then he's going to do a bunch of grand gestures and, do the, will you be my girlfriend? And then they win the show. That's the playbook, right? Yeah, Jody Middlebrook tried to do it. He didn't succeed, but like, that's the playbook.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Haley also says, I'm just not buying it all, but she knows what type of couples normally win.
Yeah.
Is she that smart, though? I don't know. So Joey asks Grace now, do you feel weird that Grace is here? And this is after he just says that he was to Grace, that he's happy that she stayed, that she didn't go home, and like he doesn't want her to leave. Now he's asking Jesse, do you feel weird that Grace is here? Shut up, Joey.
Do you feel weird?
Jesse's like, well, I think that, she does, like, it just kind of feels weird being with you and she's there and I feel like she's watching. So I'm just like a little bit uncomfortable. And she also does mention to Joey that the villa thinks that, since that he has done this twice, that he's going to do it to her. And he's like, what? It's done what twice? Like, he doesn't even get it.
But somebody can turn your head too. I mean, somebody can turn your head too. Like,
So we get a text, and it is girly goss and cocktails. So the girls are going to be leaving the villa. # spill the Long Island iced tea, baby. Yeah. So all the girls are kissing their boys and hugging as they leave the villa. They all obviously get ready and get dressed to go on their little girly date. The boys are excited to be alone. They have freedom. They all jump in the pool.
Did you notice that Ayo and Mimi, though, he just kissed her on the cheek?
Yeah, she gave him the cheek, I think. Or did he kiss her cheek or did she give him the cheek?
I'm just kind of like, y'all don't be kissing on the lips? Like, I don't know.
Is he still in the doghouse? I don't know.
No,
I noticed it, but I didn't know why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So all the ladies are cheersing to their first girls' day out. We see Jesse confronting Grace. You must have liked this, right?
Mm-hmm. I did.
About not being welcoming. And I think that Grace handled it decently well. I think she says, she's like, I apologize, even though she didn't say I'm sorry. She said, I apologize if I've made you feel, I don't know if she said if or that, but.
She said that. She said that.
Okay. So I apologize that I made you feel uncomfortable. I do realize that it's about him and not you. And so he's with something, but who owed me something, not you. And that it was just been really hurtful. What do you think of her response in this kind of confrontation?
I mean, I felt like that was better than what we've been getting. And I was like, let's just accept it and move on. Because I think Jess had told Grace, and I think it was Jess that had told Grace, hey, you did the same thing. Like you did the same thing to Samantha. So you got to understand this might just be a pattern or whatever. And I think she needed to keep hearing that from several people because she was playing woe as the victim. Like, oh, I've just been done so wrong. Him and I, though, our connection was different because we already knew each other. I didn't just meet him in here. Okay, yes, but still, you did that to Sam and you didn't pay her no bit of mind. Like, so and she didn't dog you out like you were kind of trying to do with Jesse. So I appreciated her apologizing.
And I think that she really didn't realize that he did the same thing to her. You know what I mean? I think that she, like, this was probably the first time she was like, whoa, wait, you're right. I think she did think that she
Absolutely.
was different. I didn't think she
Absolutely.
didn't think that there was any way that he would do that to her because they had something more special, that they had something outside of the villa. They've known each other for longer. So it had to be different. And she learned that it wasn't any different.
Absolutely.
She definitely got pied big time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big pie in the face. Some, was it custard pie? Some custard pie.
Lemon
That's
meringue.
you like lemon meringue pie? What other pies do you like?
I personally like sweet potato pie.
Do
I
you
like.
do that those pies that have uh marshmallows on them?
Oh yeah, my mom does the ones without marshmallow and with marshmallow because I'm a big marshmallow person. But she makes both kinds because when we're having family celebrations, a lot of people aren't into marshmallows, so she makes both.
I've never had that one before. So
Really? And she
it's
also
not a
does it
Canadian
with
thing.
purple. She does them with purple yams as well because I like the purple yams too. Um, yeah.
Is that only at Thanksgiving that you have that type of pie?
Yeah, I mean my mom makes it usually during the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah.
Do you happen to have on you the all the Casa boys? I'm just trying to find their photos.
No.
Oh, maybe I'll just go to their Instagram actually.
Yeah, they have it on the
Um,
Insta.
so Matilda is talking about how she's starting to get the feels. How much do you believe that she's getting the feels with Sean?
Is she serious? Does
I
she
don't know.
is she really serious? Like I'm really trying to figure out if she's serious or she just wants us to think she's serious because he gives me like the man that the peeping tom next door. Like I just can't. I can't with him. I can't. I can't. I'm repulsed by Sean. I'm sorry.
I
So
agree. Me too. I am not a fan at all. I don't believe that she is into that man the way that she's acting like she is. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah, it's all live. Yeah, you don't want to barf when Melinda said that. And Jennifer Ruby said she seems like she is, but I find Sean so icky. I know.
yes. Ugh.
Yeah, I think you can send the links. I found them on IG, but send the link and I'll see if it's a better pics. So Nicole is super excited because she's in love. She's in love. Oh my god, I'm in love, guys.
I'm in love.
Mimi is slightly worried that if she's not there, like out of sight, out of mind, be worried.
Yes.
Because
And
out
she
of
also is a realist, and it's only been 3 weeks. Let's keep it there. Because Nicole is saying she's in love, but she's also saying she's in love, but she's saying she doesn't trust him.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
I
it's like,
mean,
yeah, I'm in love, but like, oh, but I'm worried that like because we've had some arguments that he's gonna like mess up like in casa or whatever.
yeah, I find that weird.
Uma just wants him to ask her to have his babies. Like she seems like she's all in, but
And he's not. He's not. I'm sorry. He's
why
not.
haven't they discussed the fact that he was worried that Jesse was gonna pick him? We just swept that under the rug.
That's true.
Remember?
That's true.
Like I would be like, so why would you think that Jesse was gonna pick you?
And he must really be Uma's type because she was saying she was a slow burner, but now she's like kissing him all the time, making out with him every night in bed, and now she waiting on him to ask her to have his baby. Like, how did we go from zero to this?
Well, I think as soon as she started kissing him, it just kind of opened up the floodgates.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't know. If I started kissing somebody that I was into, I would want to kiss them all the time. right? No,
Okay, yeah, I guess but not have his babies. I wouldn't be saying that.
I don't think I'd be saying that either. But it's different in the villa, right?
It's different in the villa.
Jess just wants to get to know him. Like, we get that, Jess. Of course, you want to get to know him. Anything else? Matilda, Matilda asked if she coupled up with Trey. Oh, to make Ronnie jealous.
Did you see Matilda's face when Jess was like, no, because I would have stayed with Sean if I wanted to do that.
I
Did you see Matilda's face? She was like,
I did not notice.
and that's when I was like, maybe she likes him because she was looking like, not my man. Like the way the look she gave her was like, why are you mentioning my man? Whatever. She was like, if I wanted to make him jealous, I would have stayed with Sean. And I was like,
Well, I think maybe I don't remember the face, but maybe it's like, do you think that you could get Sean over me? Like, maybe it's that face.
Maybe that was it. But she made that face like, what? Why are you mentioning my man?
So the girls get a text to head over to Casa Amor, where 6 sexy new men are waiting to meet them. And Nicole's like, I'm not cheersing to Casa Amor. Why are you on this show then, girl?
Right.
Why are you on this show? So we see the boys getting ready for the night. They're kind of bored that there's no girls there. Like, what are we going to do to entertain ourselves? And then they get the text that the girls are at Casa Amor. And Joey's like, what's Casa Amor? Are there going to be guys? Like, he was playing dumb again.
Exactly.
All right, so we meet the Casa boys.
Okay, yay, let's talk about boys.
The first boy we meet is Jake. So Jake is 25 years old and he is an electrician. How do we find Jake from this picture?
I think he's cute. I think the sleeve gives him a little edge. I could see him with I could see Matilda kind of liking him. Maybe Jess, and I think Nicole too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't find him to be good looking at all. In my opinion, he's okay. I'd give him maybe, for my taste, maybe a 6.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying the body is, and really this is off of the body. It's not off of the face. It's like what I'm giving him is off of the sleeve and the the abs.
The abs.
Yeah, it's not the face. No.
Next we have Blade.
Baby, that's who can serve me in the buff every night.
Okay, I think he's good looking for sure. I don't know, he has a lot of chin going on, but he's definitely the best looking, I'd say, out of all of the bombshells for sure. Jennifer Ruby says, I found it so weird that they're all acting like they had no idea what was happening. I get it that they don't all watch it, but you're telling me none of them do, and it's never come up.
Right, exactly.
I think he's cute is about Jake. Jennifer says Jake is the only one I even find kind of attractive.
Okay.
For Grace or Matilda. I don't think that Grace would be into that guy, but to Jake. They failed huge, and I think it's because they want the women to cry.
Right.
That's the storyline they want. Haley says, is it mean to say these men feel selected to create casts of victims out of the women? Yes, exactly. For the women to cry. Mary says Blade is hot, but nobody is picking him. Oh no, I think Grace is
gonna pick him. I think Grace likes him.
I think Grace is gonna pick him. So Blade, yeah, I think for me, he's the best looking out of them all. I would like a more, not serious, just like a better job than Butler in the Buff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's young.
And then he said fitness. He does fitness too or something.
I guess, like, I think the whole new world of, like, content creator as a job is, like, a bit of an eye roll to me.
Oh, that's what that other boy said, the 22-year-old.
Yeah, Joel. Anyways, like Butler and the Buff, like these kind of jobs are just to me. I guess maybe this is jobs for your 20s. You know what? He's in his 20s. He's 29.
Yeah. If it was him and he had the job of Lionel as a financial advisor, then you would feel much better, right?
Yes.
I would too. I would too.
Well, you watch the challenge, right? You know all the
Yes.
people on it, so you know
Yes.
who Rogan is, right?
Who?
Rogan.
Oh,
Rogan. He was on World of the World 1. He started dating Dee, the Australian, but that she was on Geordie Shore.
okay, yeah. Okay.
He kind of looks like this guy, but he was also a butler in the Buff. And it just, to me, it says that you're just dumb and that you can't get another job other than with your body. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's giving, I don't want to be a stripper, but that's what I'm really doing, like using my body for it. Yeah, no,
I would rather him be a Magic Mike dancer, right? Because then he's at least skilled.
Right.
Yeah. So, Blade, you're okay, but
he was the best though. I was just going by the best out of the bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Best out of the bunch. I think I give him like a 7.2.
Yeah. I'll give him 7.5.
Next, we see Joel. This is a 22-year-old content creator. He also looks tiny. Like he looks like he's like 5'5".
Yeah, he looks petite. He looks like a baby. And then he was sweating and his hair was wet, sticking to his. I don't like that look. I don't like. No, thank you.
Great. John says 29 isn't young enough though, right? Like he's almost 30, and I don't know.
Right.
It just
absolutely.
It's just
I agree.
Not smart. I'm sorry, Blade. I'm sorry, but that's what it's giving. If you're a millionaire though doing this, then I'll shut up.
Absolutely. Get your money and just convert to OnlyFans so you can get your money and come out with a business with it or something.
Yeah, Mary, I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. You've seen it?
Yes.
I went down a rabbit hole like a long time ago, and then it got popular, and I was like, I've been looking at like hundreds of videos of this stupid thing like a month and a half ago, and then it was like everywhere. Taj says Blade looks better in real life than his pic. He looks biracial. Buzz Lightyear on this picture. Buzz Lightyear.
Is he not biracial? He looks like a biracial Buzz Lightyear.
Do you know who Buzz Lightyear is?
Yeah, off of Toy Story. Yeah, I know. That is true, though. I mean, now that she said that, or they said that, I agree.
Hold on, that's.
I agree.
Let's
find like the shoulders up, like the.
No, it's the chin. It's the chin. Very, very Buzz Lightyear.
Oh wow. Now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I can't unsee it. Haley says, is this a lucrative thing in the UK, or is there just a disproportionate amount of these type of men on reality TV? I mean, I think that a lot of the men that go on reality TV are ones that don't want to use education to make money and be successful.
So they use their bodies.
Body. Like, not only the women should be able to just do this, right? Use your money for modeling and stuff like that. And then next up, we have your guy, Lionel. Everybody's saying, like, why is my uncle on this show?
But he's into finance.
I'm looking for a man in finance. He is a financial advisor. Okay. He's 24. He does not look 24. He looks
late 30s. He was 29.
He looks late 30s.
Yeah.
You think that he looks in his 20s still?
No, but I thought he was 29. Like, no, I thought he was the same age as Blade. Like, because nobody's in their 30s, but I thought he was like close to it.
I
Wow.
I mean, good for him for getting on the show, but like I just don't see anybody checking for you on
No,
this show with the
no.
cast that they've got. Like, why aren't they like thinking like, ooh, I think that this person is gonna like this person. Ooh, I think that this, you know what I mean? And that's what's gonna create the most.
They got him for that. They thought he was gonna like Mimi, and he does want like probably like Mimi. But you didn't think Mimi was gonna like him, did you? Did they?
They must have, I guess. They think that all black people are attracted to each other. 24, nuh-uh.
And we're not. Just so y'all know, we're not.
Lionel is okay, but like none of these women are checking for him.
I mean, if I
And
saw him out real life at a lounge and he was in a VIP popping bottles, and I know he a financial advisor, and I'm like, oh, he got money, I'm gonna go over there, but not with him coming in the villa where he can't show his amenities that he can offer, and so that's not a good look. So no.
Mary says the producers are he's black, so this is for Mimi.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
They're so ridiculous. They're so ridiculous.
They are.
So we know that he's gonna be saved for you. Then we have Hugo, who is another baby boy looking type. He is 24 years old and he's also an electrician. Okay. He's not unattractive, but is he the one that says that he can pull any bird?
Yeah, they all made it seem like they could pull anybody though, but he did say that. I think he's like the same as the Jake boy, right? It's like that's what it's given, like the same as Jake.
Oh, like same one sleeve, both electricians, both. Well, she's 24, Jake's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if he shaves the goatee, he would look 15 though.
I like facial hair for men.
I don't like this facial hair, but I like maybe like light stubble, maybe.
I like beard.
Yeah, because he looks 16. Yeah. Dreadful Ruby finds him so unattractive. If I have my type, it's weird beard. And if I have a not my type, it's weird beard. Yeah, he's too young for me. I like people looking like men. I don't like people looking like boys.
Absolutely.
It's not my thing. And then I think this is the last step, or did we miss one? Yeah, last step is Mosiah, who I think is cute. I'm not really feeling the braids.
Braids, not at all.
I think that he actually has a really cute face. He's kind of like a Cuba Gooding Jr. son type vibe. A little bit, no?
Yeah, absolutely. His abs are abbing. Okay,
his abs are abbing. He's a fitness model. He's 29, so he's a good age. But I think that if he didn't have those braids, I think that he would maybe be more appealing to Grace.
I agree.
Like, I don't know. I don't think that those braids make him look good.
Me neither. At first, I thought in the preview, I thought he had dreads, but then when I saw it was like these little braid things, I'm like,
I mean, maybe he's gonna look cute with if he takes his braids out. No. Yeah, he should shave his head.
I like low cut hair. Low cut Caesars with the deep waves. That's what I like.
Okay. Yeah, the braids don't suit him. Mary says Uzi was hot, but the bobby pins. Yeah, same with Mosiah. Yeah, I don't know. He just needs to fix his hair.
Right.
And he would have a little bit of a glow up. He looks short though. Is he short?
He looks like he's about 5'9".
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
it looks compact to me. Not as compact as a couple of the other guys, but a little bit compact. Rachel says the braids are awful. It's giving me flashbacks of Uzi's fringe locks. Just had those fringe locks. Just down with a bobby pin. Uzi was so good looking though. But yeah, he needs to fix
He
his
was.
hair.
He was attractive.
Mary says bring Adam Collard back at this point. No, that's too
Who
far.
is that? I don't know.
Did you watch last season? Or the season before?
I watched last season with Ella and Catherine and.
So then it was the summer before. Adam
Okay, I didn't
Collard.
watch that.
He was from season 4, and then he came back on season 8, I think. And he was a bombshell, but he'd already been on the show, and he was just kind of annoying. He ended up with Paige. No, you didn't see that season?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Dreadful says nice body, yaddy yaddy. Body, yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah, Dreadful says he didn't seem short on the show. I don't know. I didn't really look at them that much. But he just seems compact in this picture. Just like, just doesn't look full. He looks small.
None of them really look tall except for Blade, though. Really,
I'd be checking for Blade because I just like that tallness. You know, like I don't like compact body. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me. Okay, so the new boys enter the villa and the OG girls meet up with them. And so they decide to all sit down and get ready to know each other. And I see Grace looking at Blade. She's just like, I call it, did you ever watch Saturday Night Live with the skit Dick in the Box? It's a dick in the box.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to play it for you after. I don't think I could. I think it's too long for me to play without getting flagged on YouTube. But basically, it's Justin Timberlake. I don't know if it's Jimmy Fallon's in this or not, but Justin Timberlake is one of the people, and they have like a gift over their package, like over their pelvis, their crotch, and the gift is their dick in a box. And so they have this song, like, it's my dick in a box, oh, whoa. Like, and it's this like R&B kind of boy band jam with their dick in the box. And so Maya Rudolph is like, she knows what, like, the lyrics are talking about how she knows what surprise she's going to get when she opens up the dick in the box. And so she always, me and my best friend used to laugh so hard, the face that Maya would make, it'd be like, because she knows she's getting the dick in the box. And like we would just always be like, Anyways, Grace had the dick
that kind of look. That kind of look.
She knows what she's I can't wait to show you though. It's so funny. I mean, it's from like a decade ago, so maybe it's not funny, but so Rachel says Grace is going to bring Blade or another black guy back, and Joy is going to crash out. She's bringing Blade back for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. We see Blade complimenting Uma and talk because they mentioned that like Blade's voice is super deep and you know he says that Uma has a very, what did he say, interesting or very unique?
You have a very strong voice. In other words, for a woman, you have a deep voice too.
I don't think her voice is that deep.
I feel like I don't know, maybe because my voice is kind of high. For a woman, I feel like her voice is kind of deep.
Well, I feel like it's higher than mine. I do have a deep voice.
I think her voice is, I don't know. It sounds deeper to me. Maybe it's just me.
She speaks at this pitch, I think. So, you know, like, oh really? It's kind of here. It's in my range, anyways. Maybe it's just the rasp. I got some rasp too. You know. All right. I think that the boys are being quite diplomatic on what their type is. None of them are saying blonde hair, blue eyes, or anything like that. They're just like, oh, and like, you know, I'm open to any pretty face and
brains like, over beauty.
It's like,
yeah,
please.
Right.
Barry thinks that Blade deserves better than Grace. Does he?
Not as the butler in the above.
It's just to me, it's just not a career that I'd be like, Oh, yay. Unless he's using it to put himself through school or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I want bigger goals. I love
Yes.
goals. I think we talked about
Yes.
this before. I
Yes,
love
we
people
did.
having
Yes.
ambition and wanting more, and it just getting to that level and not wanting more is, to me, is just a turn off.
Yes.
A little bit of a turn off. Taj says yes. Grace, bring back Blade and let's see if Joey wants to bucket him like he did Omar. Nope, I don't think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My voice is AV. What's AV?
Average.
Average. I mean, I do a lot of voice work, and so when I audition for low raspy. So, and in choir, I'm an alto, which is the lowest range of the female vocal range. So, I'm a low voice person. I'm a low average. I can't get too high.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you. And I don't mind having a low voice. If you heard my dad's voice, like my dad's voice is fucking low. Like it's like low. So I know that I have his voice
Right.
in the female version, so I know it's low. All right. So at the villa, the boys are all just like wondering what the girls are doing over there, and they can see Casa Amor, it seems. And they still don't seem to know what Casa Amor is. It's like, oh, they're bringing guys over? What? Like, shut up, Joey.
They know what it is.
So I'm going to kind of just go through these dares that the truth or dares that these guys are playing at the Casa Amor. So Mazea had to dance in front of the person that you fancy. I actually didn't write down who he danced in front of. Do you remember?
Matilda?
It was either Matilda or Grace, I would assume. Grace has to kiss who she wants to share a bed with. She kisses Blade. She seemed to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mimi has to suck the finger of someone. I didn't write down who.
No, they sucked her finger.
Oh, who was it then?
Lionel.
Okay. I'm like, who's Lionel? Oh, yeah. Uncle Lionel.
Yes, the black guy.
Jessie has to kiss who she fancies the most. She kisses Jake. Which one of the Oh, Jake is the first blonde or first white boy that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole has to kiss who she finds to be most attractive, Hugo. Uma has to kiss 3 islanders. Wait. Did Uma have to kiss?
Nicole said that she found Hugo attractive, who was right beside her. He said you had to type. But when she went to kiss somebody, she went to kiss Jake on the cheek.
Correct. Wait, well, she kissed Jake on the cheek for the biggest threat to Kieran.
Okay.
Anyways, Uma had to kiss 3 islanders, or somebody kissed Grace, Uma, and Matilda. So maybe Uma dared the person, and I wrote down her name by accident. Okay. Jess had to lick the chests of 3 people as she chose the 3 white boys. Uma had to lick someone's nipple. She licks Uma. And, like, this made me actually feel uncomfortable that none of the black men were getting picked for any of these dares.
Right.
Like, right. I just see, like, Mosiah just, like, sitting there, like...
Right.
Just watching.
I don't like licking stuff.
I don't want to be licking anybody I don't know.
I don't like that. Like, I don't like weird.
That. I mean, I probably would just do it, but... Taj says Mosiah danced in front of Grace stiffly, by the way. I think though, like Grace was liking it though.
Or something. He like made her touch his abs or something. Yeah.
Abs. Little pyro.
Body, yada, yada, yada.
Rachel said, I'm tired of these licking dares. Just disgusting looking fingers, chest, and nipples. Yuck.
I agree, Rachel. I agree.
Hugo has to kiss who he's most excited by. He chooses Jess, Uma, and Matilda. Jess has to lick the neck of 2 people. She chooses Hugo and Jake. Hugo has to kiss 3 people that he wants to, and he chooses Jess, Uma, and Matilda. And they asked Mimi if they think that her head would be turned. Mimi's like, no.
He was like, it'd be very hard.
Yeah, Mimi only got chosen once. Grace only got chosen like a couple times, surprisingly. And Mosiah didn't get chosen at all. Lionel not chosen at
It was
all.
Uma, Matilda, and Jess that got chosen the most, it seems.
And the guys were Jake, Hugo and who's the last
Wait.
Whitey? Well, Blady got chosen. Joel, the young kid, even got chosen more than like. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. They all look the same. Nicole had to kiss who she thought was going to be the biggest threat to Kieran, and so she chooses Jake and kisses him on the cheek. So you're right. You thought that Nicole would like Jake the best. And so back at the villa, Kieran is worried that Nicole doesn't trust him. And so this is him building up his rationale for cheating. And so he's like, well, Nicole doesn't trust me, so she's probably going to bring someone back from Casa. So I better bring someone back from Casa. You see. You'll see. Haley says, I hate to say it too, but like they're on an island. It's probably so hot. No one should be licking.
Exactly. People are probably tasting salty and sweaty and ugh.
All right. Blade's top three. Wait, Blade's top three boys. The top three boys that Blade thinks head will turn is Will, Kieran, and Joey. And Uma looks terrified. Nicole looks terrified. And Jessie doesn't look terrified, but she just looks like. So I definitely think the girls that are coming in for the boys are way hotter than the men.
Absolutely.
Should we take a look at them quickly?
Yes, because they are starting things off today. Today.
All right, let's just take a quick look at the girlies. All right, so we have Ellie, typical pretty. And we got to remember that these pictures make people look about 30% more unattractive than they actually look. So
right.
She's probably way prettier. This woman looks old. I'm sorry, Emma.
Doesn't she? She looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones or something like that.
Yeah, she looks like she's in her late 30s.
Yeah.
She's probably 21. Then we have Diamante. She looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
Io's gonna go for her, you think?
Yep.
Because she looks like a mix of Mimi and Uma.
Mm-hmm.
Light skin. Yeah. Or to her. No, I think this other.
Her.
You think Diamante or you
Jessica.
think?
No, I think Jessica.
Jessica looks like someone that would go for him.
Yeah.
Like I think that Diamante looks like she'd be more passive.
Yeah, maybe she'll go for Connor.
Okay. But Jessica looks like she's gonna put it on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lucy, she's cute. She's very pretty. Joey will go for her, I think. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know.
My gosh, this girl looks old.
It's the hair. Is it the hair?
The face and the makeup?
It's the hair.
And the stance?
It's the hair and the makeup. I think Sean, she gonna try to rattle Sean.
I was like, who's Sean? I couldn't even remember for a second.
I don't know, because she seemed like she kind of, favor Matilda. Not favor her, but, I just feel like that's kind of like, he likes brunettes, Sean. He likes Jess and Matilda. Like, he kind of likes brunettes. So I think.
Okay, Sean for her, Joey for Lucy, Io for Jessica, Connor for Diamante. Who's going to pick Kieran?
Will, I think she's gonna pick Kieran. This Ellie girl.
Ellie for Kieran and what? Emma for Will? No.
Yeah.
Who's checking for Will? Nobody, I don't think. Well, they're gonna be trying to get into the villas, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Ruby would probably be checking for Will and Emma because nobody really wants Sean. I just was saying who he might like. Nobody really is checking for him. But.
Lucy is for Joey. Oh wait, Lucy is that his someone that he already knows? Oh, so I was right. Okay.
But somebody, I think Ellie is the one that Kieran knows.
Oh, Rachel says Kieran and Ellie have been flirting in the DMs. I think Joey and Emma have history apparently. So wait, Ellie and Emma. Who are these people? Emma flirting with
And
Kieran? You could be his
no, Joey.
mother.
Joey and her have history.
Oh, Joey and Emma. So Joey has a history with Emma and Lucy? Or okay. So Ellie's for Kieran, you said. Okay, got it.
Yeah. They've been in he slid in her DMs or something.
Whoa, Rachel says all the girls listed Will as their top choice. Oh.
Really? Oh.
Is
that the one they think they can get? Because I don't think that's the one that they're attracted to the most. I don't know. Looking at
Mary says Will's the hottest guy in the villa for sure.
Is he?
Is he? Well, that's it for this recap. Do you have anything else you want to share before we say goodnight?
No. So you're going to have to, oh Canada, you're going to be working all day and night for the rest of the day.
I'm going now. Going now.
Okay. Well, enjoy the day. Make lots of cocktails. Are you going to be at the bar or are you going to be waitressing?
Bar.
All right.
Mixing some drinks.
Okay.
wait. Dreadful says Kieran did sleep with a 48-year-old, and Nicole looks like she could be his mom who had him young. It's true. So that older looking woman, it makes sense.
Y'all are off the chain.
Yes, have a great day, everyone. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Yes, and I'll get caught up again with, I haven't seen Love Island USA yet, so I'm going to do that when I get home. All right, that's it for this. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Thanks, Miss T-Joy. Bye.